Hey guys, it's Rob. Today I'm going to be talking about the benefits of cold exposure and doing cold plunges. You might have heard of it as a popular habit for boosting endorphins and reducing inflammation. Those are two of the benefits. We're going to be talking about all the different benefits today, and I'm going to actually be doing a cold plunge and sharing that with you, as well as the before and after. Let's start with the physical benefits of doing cold exposure and cold plunges. There's increased circulation. When we're exposed to cold, our blood vessels constrict, and that ends up leading to our bodies needing to increase our blood flow to dilate our blood vessels to make them return to their normal state. This is something that's super beneficial after exercise, and it's also really good for your cardiovascular health. Another benefit comes from the effects that it has on your mood. Your mood and also your energy levels are boosted when you do a cold plunge because the cold exposure releases a chemical in your body called norepinephrine. This is a chemical in your body that boosts your productivity levels and your mood, and is one of the most important things to keep elevated as it determines your productivity, your mood, and your functioning on a day-to-day basis. Another really interesting benefit of cold exposure is the boost you get to your immune system. Cold exposure has been shown to increase your production of white blood cells, which are the blood cells that fight off disease within the body. There's also the mental benefits of doing something that you think is really tough. By pushing ourselves beyond our limits, we become stronger human beings, and living at our edge of our comfort zone is exactly where we need to be to make small improvements every single day. As with anything that you're trying for the first time, you want to make sure you're trying in moderation. Experts recommend going from between 5 and 20 minutes in a full cold exposure ice bath. Today, I'm going to be doing one where I'm only going to be going for 5, as it's my first official ice bath, though I've been taking cold showers for the last 2 months. Just remember to start slowly and always listen to your body as you go. That's not. The physical benefits of cold plunging range from things like reduced inflammation to that feeling of an endorphin rush that happens when you get out of the water. Mental benefits include the release of dopamine and serotonin upon getting out of the water through the process of experiencing some pain to balance it out with the pleasure as your pleasure reaches that baseline. So if you get into a bucket of cold water, which is a very painful experience, when you get out, your body will reacclimate itself. Just got out of the bucket, and it was really cold. My entire body turned red, and it is pretty much numb at this point, but I'm still talking, which is a good sign. I only went for about 5 minutes, which was a good time for a starter. The experts recommend going between 5 and 20 minutes to get the full effect of the cold exposure. I'm definitely feeling better by the second as I am reacclimating to a normal temperature, even though it's like 35 degrees outside, so it's not like it's much hotter, but to me it feels a lot hotter. So yeah, I picked up this bucket. It was about $30. It's not too expensive, and it's pretty easy to go out and get ice at your local convenience store and just fill it up with water. One problem I had was that our hose is turned off for the winter, so I had to use little buckets to fill up the big bucket, which made the process take a while. The problem that I ran into to start was that I didn't put enough water in the bucket, so I was constantly having to move around to keep different body parts under the water. So for next time, I'm going to be filling up the bucket a lot more, and it's going to make the process hopefully a lot more fully encompassing. But with each body part being rotated, I feel like I got a good amount of exposure on each part, and it was a good time. So I hope that you give it a try. I hope it's something you enjoy and something you can feel the benefits from as well. By doing things that are difficult or painful, we are pushing ourselves and we're becoming mentally tougher. That's something that I've been working on. And one of the things that I hate the most is the cold. So by going into cold plunges, I am pushing my own personal boundaries and becoming a person who lives on the edge of his own comfort levels. Besides that, though, it was a cool experience, and I'm going to be trying to do it 3 times a week to feel the full benefits of the cold plunge. Give this a try if you want a fully different experience, and I hope that it's something that you can use during your week to develop a habit that will make you better. After doing the cold plunge, I had the craziest experience up the back of my spine as I felt a sort of tingling sensation akin to something like pins and needles as my body began to rewarm itself. This was a really cool feeling, something that I hadn't felt so strongly before. It kind of feels like when you put on like icy hot or some kind of painkiller and you can feel your body start to tingle. Overall, it was a really interesting experience and something that I'm willing to do 3 times a week to get the physical benefits, the mental benefits, and to become a tougher person. Some people swear by cold exposure and cold plunges. I don't know if I'm that person yet, but it was definitely a good experience, and I will be continuing and providing updates on this channel. So there you have it, the benefits of cold plunges and cold exposure. make sure to give it a try. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like the content, as I will be producing more every other day. I'm also going to be making shorts now on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so keep an eye out for those. Thanks for watching this far into the video, and let's keep getting better together, one day at a time. Thanks.